Welcome to Walter Limited. I'm James.
Glad to have you here today.
Today, I want to share a large-scale mock on the channel for the first time. I got pretty ambitious,
And I picked out the Hall of Armor from Iron Man.
I built my Hall of Armor to contain every single Iron Man minifigure variant that LEGO has made.
And I'm lucky enough to own all of those except one.
You probably know which one that is already.
Of course, the 2012 Toy Fair exclusive. Who has that kind of money? And I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. Unless one of you has one that you want to just gift to me. I know, right?
First, before we look at the mock itself, let's take a look at everything that I'm trying to cram in to get a sense of the scale and the scope.
But make sure to stick around all the way to the end so you can see the entire armory.
Remember to blast the like button and subscribe to see future videos.
Pew!
Oh, and by the way, this is also my first attempt at lighting a mock. Let me know what you think.
I'm pretty proud of it, but I know there's definitely room for growth.
Also, I'm pretty confident I have all of the minifigure variants in my list, but if I did miss any,
Please let me know. I'm more than happy to learn and to do better the next time.
let's hit it.
I'm going to try and go through them roughly in the order of the suit marks. However, to start, I think we need to start with the itty-bittiest one.
There's two of the statuette figures.
The first one came out with the Helicarrier in 2015, and the second one came out in 2020 with an updated Iron Man Hall of Armor.
Mark 1, a classic.
Mark 2, starting to make some progress, looks a little more polished. Mark 3. Mark 3 variant, which seems kind of like Mark 4.
Mark 5, the suitcase suit. Not that suitcase suit. This suitcase.
Mark 6, and its recently released counterpart, the Mark 6 with battle damage. Mark 7, and Brickset counts it as a separate minifigure, the Mark 7 without foot repulsors.
Then we got another Mark 7 variant. Here, I think, is where we get into the very best, the heart of the things, the best variants, and probably most people's favorite variants fall in the next section.
We've got Mark 17, the Heartbreaker armor. Gorgeous.
Mark 22, Hot Rod, also known as Blazer. Mark 25, Striker. This is one of my little dude's favorite suits.
Mark 30, Blue Steel or Taser.
Mark 33, and one of the most expensive suits, is the Silver Centurion.
One of my favorites, Mark 37, Hammerhead.
Then we step away a little bit from the minifigures because Mark 38 is Igor.
Mark 39, we go to space for Star Boost.
Mark 41 is the Bones armor.
Mark 42, with and without repulsors. And the one with repulsors has a white head.
Mark 43, and the Mark 43 variant.
Mark 44 is the Hulkbuster. And no, I didn't make the Hall of Armor big enough to fit the Ultron Edition or the UCS Hulkbuster, plus they're not even in the right scale. So those two get a little shout out in the mock, but they don't actually make it in the mock.
Mark 45, Mark 46, Mark 47.
Mark 48 is version 2 of the Hulkbuster. We have regular, and we have Wakanda version.
Then the Mark 50 gets a little crazy on Brickset. You've got the Mark 50 stripped down, with neck bracket, with the wings with no stickers, and you've got it with the wings with stickers. Then we have a Mark 50 variant, so Mark 50 got covered really well by LEGO.
Then we get to Mark 51, Invincible Iron Man.
Mark 64 came in a book.
Then we have Mark 85, and a Mark 85 variant that also comes with wings and with hair and no helmet.
Next we have the Iron Man fig from the Derpy Mech. Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about.
No, the Derpy Mech is not going in the Hall of Armor. The comic style Hulkbuster, some people call it the Pancake Hulkbuster, and the Sicarian Hulkbuster also didn't make the cut. Also ending up on the cutting room floor are Detroit Steel and Ironmonger. I'd love to have those villain mechs displayed at some point, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen.
And then we have another kind of derpy one, the Mighty Micros. And it doesn't get to go in the main line, but it will have a spot.
Then we have the variant that came with the Iron Man mech. Not the derpy one this time.
Next up, two different Venomized Iron Man suits. One with full faceplate Venomized, one with only partial faceplate Venomized.
We get the ever-popular Iron Man Quantum suit.
Then another one with stacks of variants. The PS4 Iron Man, as I've heard it referred to. With foot repulsors, with wings without stickers, with wings with stickers.
Then we have the new for this year, yellow mask and leg armor variant, a more comic book style.
I don't know if some people would count the next few as actually being Iron Man
Man variants or minifig variants, but I had to throw in the Duplo one.
Several alternate builds have also come in recent advent calendars, including two snowmen, a Micro Hulkbuster, and an Iron Man reindeer. Probably one of my favorite little builds that I've seen in an advent calendar ever. Tony Stark has also gotten a bunch of different renditions. We have him in his outfit from Iron Man 2, from Infinity War. We have him in what I think is him transforming into the Mark 8 armor. We have just loungewear Tony Stark. We have Tony Stark as he came in the Sicarian set, and
We have Tony Stark in that same outfit, but with a neck bracket and pin on the back.
we have Tony Stark in an ugly sweater. We have another version of Tony Stark transforming.
And we have Tony Stark disguised as S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. I also wanted to include Pepper Potts in this build, because why wouldn't you? I mean, Dummy and Pepper are kind of staples in the Hall of Armor.
I've got both rescue armors, the purple one and the comic style one. That one came with the Pancake Mech. And then there are three different Pepper Potts minifigures. Then also, you can't really have the House Party Protocol without Iron Legion.
In one area of the Hall of Armor, I've collected up all the War Machine mechs.
So we've got War Machine, Mark II,
Iron Patriot, Mark III, Mark IV, Mark V, Mark V with the rifle and stud shooter and with just a neck bracket. And then we have the recently released comic version of War Machine. I think this one looks pretty dope.
and then we have the Quantum Suit. And finally, War Machine Buster, the larger mech, also making it in.
I have the figures, and so Ironheart Mark 1 and 2 get a little spot in the corner.
Now for the main event.
Thanks for watching. Have a good one.